morning, students. Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to study about the Sultanate period. It started in 12th century, and we have got the information about this Delhi Sultanate from the inscriptions, coins, architectures, historical records. The Tariq was composed by learned men, poets, courtiers who advised the rulers on important issues. The writers of the Tariq advised advised the rulers on important issues. So the first sultanate to rule over Delhi was was Qutbuddin Aibak, the slave of Muhammad Ghori. After the death of Muhammad Ghori in 1206, his empire was divided between his generals, and Delhi Sultanate was founded by a slave general of Ghori, the Qutbuddin Aibak. Qutbuddin Aibak rose to the prominence after his master's death in 1206. And after Qutbuddin Aibak, there came the Khalji dynasty. Balban's successors were weak and gradually one of the commanders, Jalaluddin Khalji, established the Khalji dynasty. He was brutally murdered by his own ambitious nephew Alauddin Khalji. So students, Alauddin Khilji's name you might have heard in the movie. Many of you might have watched Padmavati. So in that you might have heard about the Alauddin Khilji. So Alauddin Khilji was the nephew of Balban, and this Alauddin Khilji killed Balban for the post to acquire the Delhi Sultanate. Alauddin was great and able commander of administrator. He realized that need to defend his territory and raised a large well-trained army before embarking upon his expansion policy. So Alauddin Khilji was very intelligent and able administrator. He knew what to do to protect and extend his empire. He conquered Gujarat, Malwa, Ranthambore and Chittor. So it means that he conquered the parts of Gujarat and Rajasthan. Khusro was the last of Khalji rulers. He was murdered by Ghiyasuddin Balban. He was murdered by Ghazi Malik. So this was about the Khalji dynasty. So students, since Khalji dynasty we have to remember the name of Alauddin Khilji. Now the next dynasty is Tughlaq dynasty. Ghazi Malik ascended the throne in 1320 by assuming the title of Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq. So who assumed the title of Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq? Ghazi Malik. He extended the kingdom through campaigns against Warangal, Odisha and Bengal. So this Tughlaq dynasty extended his kingdom towards the south and southeast area. Students, in the map it is shown only during his period the capital from Delhi was shifted to Daulatabad. He was later succeeded by Muhammad bin Tughlaq. He is known as in history as both mad and genius. Yes, the famous ruler in the Tughlaq dynasty was Muhammad bin Tughlaq. He is called as the man of both mad and genius. He is known for his two reformations. The first was he shifted his capital from Delhi to Daulatabad and later shifted it back to Delhi. During these shifts, many people died and lot of money destruction was there. because people have to shift everything from Delhi to Daulatabad. So it was not his good decision. For this decision, he was called as mad. Now he introduced a new token currency, but minting of fake currency led him to recall the token currency. Yes, so this was also his decision was mad because he started minting of the coins, and that lead to the condition of country to down. Both these measures caused serious losses to the exchanger. He was later succeeded by Firoz Shah Tughlaq. His death in 1388 led to the decline of Delhi Sultanate. So, the Tughlaq dynasty was the last dynasty, and after the death of Muhammad bin Tughlaq, there was downfall of this Sultanate period. Khizr Khan occupied Delhi in 1440 and established Sayyid dynasty. His successors were weak, which eventually led to their own downfall. So after this Muhammad bin Tughlaq, there were loss of the successful rulers. There was no powerful ruler who could sustain this Tughlaq dynasty. They were weak. During the rule of Sayyidis, one of their Afghan officers, Bahal al-Lodi, rose to prominence and established the Lodi dynasty. He ruled for over 38 years and was succeeded by Sikandar Lodi. So after this Tughlaq dynasty, there was another dynasty called Lodi dynasty. And among these, Sikandar Lodi proved to be successful. He shifted his capital from Delhi to Agra. The last ruler of this dynasty was Ibrahim Lodi. Babur invaded India in 1526 and defeated Abraham Lodi, which led to the establishment of Mughal rule in India. So, after the death of Abraham Lodi, the rule of Mughal started in India. Now, students, in your book on page 17, chart has been given the rulers of Delhi. In that, all the dynasty wise it is mentioned. Okay, students. So, the remaining portion will continue in the next class.